All right. So I'm curious, what have you been able to accomplish so far that, like, if you were to talk to yourself 5, 10 years ago, you're just like, there's no way. There's no way that we're the same person.
Oh my goodness. I feel like I grew so much, especially after I figured out like what I was doing wrong. And what I needed to do the whole time was just like tap into my culture, tap into my roots, be my true authentic self. That's what I want to tell my younger self. Like, girl, just be you. That's what you
Mhm.
needed to do all along.
Yeah.
And I would have saved so much time, but that's life. We have to figure things out and like make mistakes
Yeah.
to find the way.
You know what I think is interesting about that? That oftentimes, especially like if women of color, when we go into the working world, I think oftentimes we are programmed to do the exact opposite, where it's like, do not be too Latina. Do not be too extra. Don't be too anything. Like, do whatever you need to do to blend in, be quiet, right? To not get noticed. And so then I think when you decide to lean into your authentic self as a content creator, it almost requires this reprogramming of what it means to be yourself. Because I think many of us show up very like code switched and compartmentalized in more traditional settings. Would you agree?
Absolutely, absolutely. And like in my experience, I was always a people pleaser. Like I just wanted to be what they wanted me to be, you know?
Mm,
And it wasn't until very recently that I was like, no, no. Like we're going to do what we want to do and show up as ourselves.
yes.
And everything changed. Everything changed after that.
Yeah. Have you always been Made with Sazón on the internet, or has your handle changed throughout time?
It did change. So
Okay.
when I was doing hair and beauty, my platform was Curls and Pearls. And that's when I started blogging. So
Mhm.
I built the website under curlsandpearls.com. And so even till today, that's the website name. When I switched over to food, I created a vanity URL so that if you type madewithsazon.com on your browser, it'll redirect to my website.
Mhm. So
And
that
then
was intentional not to lose like all the traffic and the SEOs that you
right,
built.
because it was so many years of like, work put into that. And my SEO is great right now. I was like, oh, I don't really want to touch that. I want to like let it do its thing.
Yeah.
And so that's what I did. I did a redirect.
Okay. Brilliant. Y'all are getting like some inside tea into like a little bit of the tech of how internet blogging works. So I'm curious too, like, how did you teach yourself how to start a website?
So I did not build the website. I hired someone to do that for me. And everything else I did have to figure out on my own. Google, YouTube, asking around. Literally, I had to just educate myself and learn all the things. And every now and then, like I have a crash or whatever the case, I do have like a tech guy that helps me out every now
Mhm.
and then.
Okay.
But everything else is all me.
Yeah. DIY.
Hmm.
I love it. I mean, I think that's kind of, you have to get very scrappy too when you're just starting out, when you don't have funds to hire somebody to do stuff. There's a lot of like plug and play tools that exist nowadays for you to get a website up and running. So I never want to hear that like tech is the limiting factor for people, because it is so much easier than it was, even 10 years ago, to have a beautiful website that has full functionality. Um, Again, I think it's just one of those limiting beliefs. It's like when people say, I'm not good with money because I'm not good at math. I'm like, relax. That's literally not even related. If you can watch a YouTube video, you can start a website. I'm just saying. Okay, so you are now building your platform on YouTube, and I'm curious, what was your inspiration to do so?
Wow. So that has always been a major goal since the beginning. I've always wanted to be a YouTuber and obviously bring in that YouTube money. So I always had it like in the back of my mind, like one day I'll start the channel, one day I'll create, the content and I'll shoot the long form video and all the things. But life gets crazy and I had kids and I got busy and so many roadblocks in the way. But this year I said no more. I have to just start. I have to start somewhere because if not, it's never gonna happen.
Mhm.
So finally, I shot my first video and I was gonna wait until next year to upload it because I wanted to have like at least 5 episodes done before. And my husband was like, "No, share it. Like, let's get that feedback going. Let's find out if the people like it, and then you can go from there."
Mhm.
And I was like, "You know what? That's a brilliant idea. Let's
We
just
love a
go."
supportive husband around here, okay? Shout out, boo. Yes to, like, supporting the dreams.
Yeah, and it was the best idea ever. I felt so empowered, like, when I clicked that button and published the first video, and, I got amazing feedback, like, I was like, "Oh my god, like, people are watching, people love
Yeah.
it." And, it was beautiful. My mom was my first guest
Aw,
on the show, so it was, like, a very special moment, and, literally, it was a dream come true.
yeah. I'm curious as a mom, how do you structure your days to be able to do all the what momming entails, but then also have the time to be a content creator?